Daniel Kamarudin. I'm the concept artist and art director for the Tokyo Ghoul project. I've previously worked on, in the statue industry, doing various designs for, different companies, and yeah, this is my first foray into anime figures. It's exciting.
How did you get into this industry?
It started out at the XM Studio. I had an opportunity to work on their IP. It was the Fairy Tales IP, if you're familiar. Yeah, back in 2014, and since then it's been other licensed work, and recently, Figurama picked me up to do all their anime stuff, and yeah, so far it's working out great.
So yeah, tell me about the pieces you're working for the Figurama. You can tell me about.
So what I can talk about right now is Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah, it was a more than 6-month process. It was a very interesting license. Obviously, the creator is very restrictive of his or her work. There was a lot of challenges to go through, a lot of these, design hurdles, like restrictions. But I mean, so far for me, they've been very helpful. They've provided references, given us a lot of support. They've been more accommodating than most. They gave us a lot of artistic license to do the best that we can do, and I think the piece turned out better than I thought.
With the artist being so protective of their IP, how do you then manage to add your signature to that, or some of your twist to that, without and manage to get it through to without them saying, I don't like this, change that back?
Well, definitely was a bit of a team effort, right? It was more like, I would give my artistic, I would do my free reign on the design and this and that, and the boss would, it would push for the idea if we liked it, and if it came through, it came through. If it didn't, let's find a new way to get around it. And for example, the mask head, that's not part of the scene. That's not part of whatever is going on. But we managed, thanks to our glorious boss. We managed to push through for that head, and now the customers have something that we're proud to give them.
What's your favorite thing about the Tokyo Ghoul piece?
Oh, the base, the base and diorama. Yeah, that's my baby. Like the masked base, like all those, like what was it, 8 masks on the base. Yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite ideas to push, from seeing it go from 2D, like me just drawing it out, sketching it out, to finally seeing it in 3D and then printed and then painted. It's amazing. It's amazing, like just to see how that transition goes, and it really did come out better than I thought. Yeah.
I mean, it must be. This isn't a question; it's a statement. But it must be so exciting to see you've spent 1,000 hours on that piece, and now you've seen it in front of you, and you can have that final piece there. And it's amazing.
Oh, it's incredible! It's incredible, and especially comparing, because I was there from day one. Like I worked on it before we got the licensor's approval, or before we officially started working with them. Yeah, I was there since day one, and just to see the idea progress from there to now, that when we see the final statue, is it's a wonderful experience. It's a great feeling to see your work go from, like, paper, so to speak, to real life. Yeah.
There's also, you get, say for example, if an artist spends that amount of time on a piece, then it goes to an amazing team to make the master. The master looks amazing, and then the company cheapens out on the factory side. That must be devastating.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. It's like you've gone that far, and then it kind of stumbles at the end, and then nobody likes it. You feel that, right? Yeah. So from from the perspective of Figurama, they're very their QC is very good, right? Their production pieces are better than the prototype itself, which I'm very happy about. So maybe the paint on the prototype might be a bit iffy in spots, but that'll be corrected during the final production. Yeah. So for me, no worries about my statue. I have full confidence that everything will be QC'd properly.
If you had the chance to work on any piece and be paid to do so, which piece of any license would it be?
Ooh, hard question. I think I want to try Persona. Yeah, try a bit of it's not my typical style of doing things, but I think it's a very stylish, a very interesting IP, and there's a lot to be had with designs, and I have a few things floating in my head, so yeah, that would definitely be a dream job of mine.
As an artist, if you see your piece made by a company and they release, again, say like Devilman was a 200 edition size, and now that's selling for triple the money, would you, as an artist, would you be happier if there's less pieces with a higher value, or if it's a company like Sideshow who made 9,000 pieces of things, so there's like 9,000 of them out there? Which way would you prefer it to be?
I would honestly prefer the one where there's a bit more, because for me it's about the fans getting it. It's not too much about exclusivity. I mean, obviously the quality has to be good, right? It can't just be any cobbled together thing and then throw out 9,000 copies. But yeah, for me, as long as the fans get my work, as long as they enjoy it, then that to me is an accomplishment. That to me is more important than having a high value piece with a very low run. Yeah, I'd like to mention how artists are treated within Figurama, because within this industry you don't get that a lot. Companies tend not to open up about how the treatment of their artists, and I've noticed that some artists are a little quiet about it. So yeah, that said, Figurama's treated me and the team quite well. Daniel Simon, our sculptor responsible for the Tokyo Ghoul sculpt, and Kita Okada is responsible for the Kagune. Yeah, we've been treated quite well. They've been very accommodating. At times very flexible. I mean, obviously the hours are long, there's a lot of discussion here and there, but that's in the quest to make the statue better, right? That's we delayed the launch how many months because we wanted those details. We wanted to push the 3D artists a bit more. We wanted to add this, add that. Yeah, but it's been very much a learning experience. We've seen the 3D artist grow from where he was back then to now. We can see how much he's improved over time during just this one project. Yeah. Thank you to Figurama, thank you to the team, thank you to Shanab, our boss, for being very very accommodating to us, very open to our artistic liberties, being fighting for our artistic interpretation of the piece as much as he can. Thank you to Daniel Simon for sticking with us, for improving with us, for taking our every request. He really came through it, and it's an amazing piece he came out with. And thank you to Kita Okada for helping us out, providing us with the Kagune designs and the Kagune sculpt. Yeah, thank you to Raddtitan. Been a fan since my XM days, and yeah, I'll keep supporting you guys. Oh, thank you.
Awesome.